presentation on pen versus crate gestation, a push for freedom. Roughly 6 million hogs live in the United States today according to the USDA Quarterly Hog and Pig Report. Of that 6 million, nearly 5 million sows are being housed in metal stalls called gestation crates, which do not allow the sow to turn around or move about. Imagine this. You're locked in a cage with metal and concrete all around you. In front of your cage is a plate on which you are fed once a day. You're only allowed to take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, not even able to turn around. Does this life sound amusing? How would your body feel living in this life? This is the life of nearly 83% of gestating sows. Pen gestation provides many benefits such as freedom, social interaction, and increase in multiple performance factors within each sow. The facts are right before our eyes. It is now time to make the switch to pen gestation for happier and much more productive sow farms, while also using humane animal welfare practices to satisfy our consumers. Before we dive into the benefits of group housing during gestation periods, we must understand what is happening during this crucial time period. For starters, a sow is a female pig which has already given birth to at least 1 litter. As the USDA notes, gestation is a time between conception and birth, which is approximately 112 to 115 days. Another way to remember the length of this period is that it consists of 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. The cycle continues every time pigs are weaned from the sow. According to Sherry Niekamp, director of the Swine Welfare and National Pork Board, sows will return to heat or estrus sometime within 3 to 5 days post-wean. During this period, producers should keep their sows in a proper condition to enter the farrowing house and ensure the sows can carry and grow healthy fetuses inside them in order to maximize productivity. While doing this, they must make sure each sow is happy and healthy by providing the environment that supports their natural behaviors. And right here is a 114-day gestation table that producers use to figure out when their sows are due compared to when they are bred. Pigs are known to be very social animals. Nicolette Neiman, a reporter from the New York Times, tells us veterinarians consider pigs as smart as dogs. Ohio State University conducted a survey and found that 81% of people felt that the welfare of livestock should be equal with that of their pets. With this being said, many people would and should consider crate gestation inhumane. Pigs' behavior and actions were studied by Donald Levis, a PhD at the University of Nebraska, who says that a sow will choose to spend 80 to 90% of their time on dry floor as they are able to. The sows do not have this option while living in crates, forcing themselves to lay on feed, urine, and manure. The pork industry needs to maximize an environment that is close to a sow's natural environment as possible. By doing this, higher performance from sows and or piglets can be increased at stages of breeding, farrowing, and other general instances. The facts show us that pen gestating sows outperform crate gestating sows in stages of both breeding and farrowing. For starters, a study done by the Iowa State University found that sows housed in hoop buildings came into heat almost 3 days earlier than those housed in individual crates. Consequently, this study had 93% of sows bred compared to only 89.7% of sows in crates bred by day 7 of post-weaning. In addition, sows that were group housed had more litters per sow per year than those who spent their lives in crates. A more recent study, conducted by research at Iowa State, followed those statistics, but in addition had some findings of their own. They found that crate house sows had 2 more repeat services than those of pen gestating sows. Next, according to the Asian Australian Journal of Animal Sciences, the number of pigs born alive was greater in group raised sows, while weaning at birth weight and weaning weights were all higher in litters that came from group raised sows. Likewise, each study performed at Iowa State found that a 1% increase in the farrowing rate of group sows than crated sows. Similar, the Asian Australian report, both Iowa State reports had greater number of total born pigs and pigs born alive. Farrowing interval days in group sows showed to be more improved in all 3 studies I researched. Finally, in a 2015 study performed by researchers at Iowa State, Stillborn percentage was just over 2% higher in crated sows than in pen gestating sows. Longevity of one's sows will also play a part in the success of their sow farm. The average parity of a crated sow was 0.6 less than those in pens. With simple calculations, this may mean anywhere between 5 to 8 more pigs per sow per lifetime. That holds itself to a greater profit. Group raised sows had a lower death rate, replacement rate, and culling rate, each by noticeable percentages. Group housing is on its way, and time will tell how fast it gets here. The facts have proven themselves. To review my main points, a sow, a female pig that has given birth, experience a 114-day gestation period in which they prepare to farrow. Pigs are known to be very social animals, so we need to give them an environment that mimics their natural behaviors as much as possible. And 3, many studies have shown that performance factors in both breeding and farrowing stages of a sow's life in pen gestation sows compared to crate gestation sows. These sows also proved to show more longevity in their lifetime. Converting your operation from crate gestation to pen gestation would suffice for a more productive, profitable, and satisfying sow farm. That's it, Sam.